Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book number 2, Sarga 21, Roman numerals XXI 21, KAUS'ALYÁ CALMED. While thus KAUS'ALYÁ wept and sighed, with timely words said Lakshman cried, "O honored queen, I like it ill, that subject to a woman's will, Rama his royal state should quit, and to an exile's doom submit. The aged king, fond, changed, and weak, will, as the queen compels him, speak. But why should Rama thus be sent to the wild woods in banishment? No least offense I find in him. I see no fault his fame to dim. Not one in all the world I know, not outcast wretch, not secret foe, whose whispering lips would dare assail his spotless life with slenderest tale. Godlike and bounteous, just, sincere, and to his very foeman dear, who would without a cause neglect the right, and such a son reject. And if a king such order gave, in second childhood passion's slave, what son within his heart would lay the senseless order and obey? Come, Rama, ere this plot be known, stand by me and secure the throne. Stand like the king who rules below. Stand aided by thy brother's bow. How can the might of meaner men resist thy royal purpose then? My shafts, if rebels court their fate, shall lay Ayodhya desolate. Then shall her streets with blood be dyed, and those who stand on Bharat's side. None shall my slaughtering hand exempt, for gentle patience earns contempt. If by Kaikeyi's counsel changed, our father's heart be thus estranged, no mercy must our arm restrain, but let the foe be slain, be slain. For should the guide, respected long, no more discerning right and wrong, turn in forbidden paths to stray, 'tis meet that force his steps should stay. What power sufficient can he see? What motive for the wish has he, that to Kaikeyi would resign the empire which is justly thine? Can he, O conqueror of thy foes, thy strength and mine in war oppose? Can he entrust in our despite to Bharat's hand thy royal right? I love this brother with the whole affection of my faithful soul. Ye queen, by bow and truth I swear, by sacrifice and gift and prayer, if Rama to the forest goes, or where the burning furnace glows, first shall my feet the forest tread. The flames shall first surround my head. My might shall chase thy grief and tears, as darkness flies when morn appears. Do thou, dear Queen, and Rama too, behold what power like mine can do. My aged father I will kill, the vassal of Kaikeyi's will. Old, yet a child, the woman's thrall, infirm and base, the scorn of all. Thus Lakshman cried, the mighty souled. Down her sad cheeks the torrents rolled. As to her son KAUS'ALYÁ spake, Now thou hast heard thy brother, take his counsel if thou hold it wise, and do the thing his words advise. Do not, my son, with tears I pray, my rival's wicked word obey. Leave me not here consumed with woe, nor to the wood an exile go. If thou to virtue ever true, thy duty's path would still pursue, the highest duty bids thee stay, and thus thy mother's voice obey. Thus Kashyapa's great ascetic son a seat among the immortals won. In his own home subdued he stayed, and honor to his mother paid. If reverence to thy sire be due, thy mother claims like honor too. And thus I charge thee, O my child, thou must not seek the forest wild. Ah, would to me were life and bliss, condemned my darling son to miss. But with my Rama near to eat, the very grass itself were sweet. But if thou still wilt go and leave thy helpless mother here to grieve, I from that hour will food abjure, nor life without my son endure. Then it will be thy fate to dwell in depth of world-detested hell. As ocean in the olden time was guilty of an impious crime, that marked the lord of each fair flood, as one who spills a Brahma's blood. Thus spake the queen, and wept and sighed. Then righteous Rama thus replied, I have no power to slight or break commandments which my father spake. I bend my head, dear lady, low. Forgive me, for I needs must go. Once Kaudu, mighty saint, who made his dwelling in the forest shade, a cow, and duty's claims he knew, obedient to his father slew. And in the line from which we spring, when ordered by their sire the king, through earth the sons of Sagar cleft, and countless things of life bereft. So Jamadagni's son obeyed his sire when in the wood he laid his hand upon his axe and smote through Renuka his mother's throat. The deeds of these and more beside, peers of the gods, my steps shall guide, and resolute will I fulfill my father's word, my father's will. Nor I, O Queen, unsanctioned tread this righteous path, by duty led. The road my steps, the road my footsteps journey o'er, was traversed by the great of yore. This high command, which all accept, shall faithfully by me be kept. For duty ne'er will him forsake, who fears his sire's command to break. Thus to his mother wild with grief, then thus to Lakshman spake the chief. Of those by whom the bow is bent, mid all who speak most eloquent, I know what love for me thou hast, what firm devotion unsurpassed. Thy valor and thy worth I know, and glory that appalls the foe. Blessed youth, my mother's woe is great. It bends her 'neath its matchless weight. No claims will she, with blinded eyes, of truth and patience recognize. For duty is supreme in place, and truth is duty's noblest base. Obedient to my sire's behest, I serve the cause of duty best. For men should truly do whate'er to mother, Brahman, sire, he swear. He must in duty's path remain, nor let his word be pledged in vain. And oh my brother, how can I obedience to this charge deny? Kaikeyi's tongue my purpose spurred, but 'twas my sire who gave the word. Cast these unholy thoughts aside, which smack of war and warrior's pride. The duty's call no wrath attend, and tread the path which I command. Rama by fond affection moved, his brother Lakshman thus reproved. Then with joined hands and reverent head, again to Queen KAUS'ALYÁ said, I needs must go, do thou consent to the wild wood in banishment. O give me, by my life I pray, thy blessing ere I go away. I, when the promised years are o'er, shall see Ayodhya's town once more. Then, mother dear, thy tears restrain, nor let thy heart be wrung by pain. In time my father's will obeyed, shall I return from greenwood shade. My dear Videhan, thou and I, Lakshman Sumitra, feel this tie, and must my father's word obey, as duty bids, that rules are a. Thy preparations now forego, and lock within thy breast thy vow. For by my pious wish withstood, go to an exile to the wood. Calm, unmoved, the prince explained his duty's claim and purpose high. The mother life and sense regained, looked on her son and made reply. If reverence be thy father's due, the same by right and love is mine. Go not, my charge I thus renew, nor leave me here in woe to pine. What were such lonely life to me, rites to the shades or deathless lot? More dear, my son, an hour with thee, than all the world where thou art not. As bursts to view when brands blaze high, some elephant concealed by night. So when he heard his mother's cry, burnt Rama's grief with fiercer might. Thus to the queen, half senseless still, and Lakshman burned with heartfelt pain. True to the right, with steadfast will, his duteous speech he spoke again. Brother, I know thy loving mind, thy valor and thy truth I know. But now to claims of duty blind, thou and my mother swell my woe. The fruits of deeds in human life make love gain duty manifest. Dear when they meet as some fond wife with her sweet babes upon her breast. But men to duty first should turn, whene'er the three are not combined. For those who heed but gain we spurn, and those to pleasure all resigned. Shall the virtuous disobey hosts of an aged king and sire, though feverous joy that father sway, or senseless love, or causeless ire? I have no power commended thus to slight his promise and decree. The honored sire of both of us, my mother's lord and life is he. Shall she, while yet the holy king is living on the right intent, shall she, like some poor widowed thing, go forth with me to banishment? Now, mother, speed thy parting son, and let thy blessing soothe my pain, that I may turn mine exile done, like King Yayati, home again. Fair glory and the fruit she gives, for lust of sway I ne'er will slight. What for the span a mortal lives, where a rule of earth without the right? He soothed her thus, firm to the last, his counsel to his brother told, then round the queen in reverence passed, and held her in his loving hold. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Ramayana. 118 footnotes 118.1. The commentators say that in a former creation Ocean grieved his mother and suffered in consequence the pains of hell. 119.1 as described in Book 1, Canto 50, XL. I think it's 50. XL. 119.2 Parashurama, incarnation of God for the purpose of killing all the warriors from the planet, all the royal caste, because they rebelled against the Vedic culture. So Parashurama killed them off, and they dispersed to all parts of the world. Europe, Russia, Egypt, China, so forth. Anyway, beautiful chapter. Amazing chapter. Talks about Rama telling his brother Lakshman and his mother KAUS'ALYÁ that to obey the father is the most important duty. When somebody gives a word, he has to keep it. But nowadays, the society is full of liars, so they cannot be held by their word. That's why they have to sign contracts. Because in Kali Yuga, people have become liars. Nasty liars, full of vices, deceit, like that. So Rama is telling them that he needs to go to the forest to fulfill the word his father gave. So it's a patriarchal society, as we can see, just like the story of Moses and the Ark of Covenant. That's all plagiarized from Ramayana. Moses, obedient to the command of his father, 10 commandments. Rama, obedient to the commandments of his father, Dasharatha, 10 heads, 10 chariots, 10 chariots, Dasharatha. This number 10, you have Dasharatha, Dashagriva, Ravana, and this is all coming from Ramayana. All this numerology, all these secret occult teachings of Kabbalah, of Talmud, of Torah, Moses and Torah, this is all plagiarized from Ramayana. So this is amazing, beautiful chapter when God comes to the earth, how he reacts, how he deals with different situations, different dramatic situations. Ramayana is the greatest drama, the transcendental drama. Everybody likes to hear drama. Reality shows. People like to watch reality shows, but Ramayana is the greatest reality show that you or anyone can get the full blessing with reality shows of ordinary people whose guts are full of cows, who eat cows at the church of McDonald's, the satanic church of McDonald's, cannot understand anything about God. According to the Vedic culture, they are considered demons crazy. Democracy, demons crazy. And to stop demons crazy, we need to read Ramayana challenge. Roma Victa, Jai Rama. Ciao.